everybody, in today's video I'm super excited. I'm going to be sharing a live swatch and review for you of the Zoya Summer Splash collection for 2020. This is a 12-piece collection from Zoya. There's creams, there's shimmers, there's a topper. I really enjoyed the color story of this collection. I liked how all the colors played together. I really liked the topper. I like seeing Zoya getting into more toppers. All the formulas on these polishes were really good, which you know guys have come to expect from Zoya. I know for the most part when I'm going to use a Zoya polish, the formula is going to be pretty good. So the formulas on these were all really good. I enjoyed all of these colors. There was a few that I thought did not work with my skin tone. I'll get more into that when I talk about those polishes. But overall, I was really pleased with this collection. I thought the formulas were good. I thought everything, for the most part, was really flattering on my skin tone. I feel like if you're my skin tone or darker, a lot of these polishes will work for you. So let's get into the polish. The first polish I want to talk about is going to be Eclipse. This is the topper in the collection. Eclipse is described as a glistening silver with holographic rainbow sparkles. Wear her alone for a sheer wash of glimmer or layer with any Zoya shade to make a colorful splash. And this is a neutral toned polish. I really liked this. I did not try it on its own just because I felt like it really said topper to me. But I did wear it over several creams in the collection. I thought it looked beautiful over all the creams in the collection. I tried it over, and I like when companies do that. They kind of give you like a mix and match. In case you're having a hard time figuring out what to wear the polish over, it's really nice when you know it goes well with the polishes in the collection it was released with. This has a great formula. You get a lot of glitter and shimmer payoff with one swipe of the brush. I like how it has these sort of like little iridescent glitters. When you put it over a color, those iridescent glitters really get like an extra glimmery sparkle. I really liked this, you guys. I thought it's a fun way to add some interest to some of the creams in the collection if you want something extra. So let's get into live swatching of Eclipse. Next polish in the collection is Jody. You guys, you know how I feel about my pinks. I really liked this polish. Jody is described as a pale ice cream pink cream. And this is going to be a cool toned polish. I always love these shades of like really baby pink, but I feel like most of the baby pink shades have like a really hard to use formula. The formula on this, you guys, was so good. Went on nice and smooth, 2 to 3 coats to get opaque. My swatch pictures are going to be 2 coats of this polish. It had like no chalkiness, which I feel like is an issue with polishes this color, and I feel like it has this little touch of like purple, and I really like it. I thought it was super flattering on my skin tone. I feel like if you're my skin tone or darker, you're really gonna enjoy this polish. I think it would be a beautiful pedicure as well and look really nice with some really pretty sandals. A great formula, great color. I really liked this one. So let's get into live swatching of Jody. Next polish is going to be Emma, and this is another one I really enjoyed. Emma is described as a starfish coral cream with a touch of pink undertone. This is considered a warm toned polish. Usually I prefer cool colors on my skin tone, but I thought this was so flattering, you guys. I feel like it has enough like pink leaningness to be really flattering for me. I think if you're my skin tone or darker, you're really gonna love this. I think this would also be a beautiful pedicure. Great formula, 2 to 3 coats to get opaque. My swatch pictures of this are 2 coats. And I like how they called it a starfish color, because I really do feel like that is what it is. When I had this on the nails, I felt like my hands felt very like glamorous. I just felt glamorous in this polish. and very like sophisticated. Like it gives you color, but it's like just kind of very, I don't know, like classy and classic. So I really, really liked this one. And let's get into live swatching of Emma. Next polish is going to be a shimmering polish from the collection. This is called Leilani. I love that name. Leilani is described as a glistening pink grapefruit with gold micro shimmer, and this is a cool tone. You guys, I loved this. So it has all this really beautiful gold shimmer. It comes out so nice on the nail. The nail is so sparkly, so shimmery. It's almost like a candy. It's very juicy, perfect for summer. It's just like very refreshing. Like if a nail polish could be refreshing, this polish is refreshing. I think it would be a beautiful pedicure. It's a gorgeous manicure. I think if your my skin tone are darker, you're gonna love this polish. It had so much pop, so much shimmer. I could not get enough, you guys. The whole time I had this on the nail, I was just like, man, this is so pretty. Like I could not stop staring at my nails. It has a great formula, 2 coats to get opaque. Just, you guys, so good. This started gave me China Glaze Strawberry Fields vibes, which is one of my favorite China Glazes ever. If you like China Glaze's Strawberry Fields, I think you would love this polish. I will also be doing comparison posts on my Instagram of these polishes with stuff that I think is similar, so keep an eye out for that. But this was just, perfection, you guys, perfection. So let's get into live swatching of Leilani. This is also a shimmer polish. This one is called Celi. But this is another shimmer. It's so pretty. So Celi is described as a sweet cherry red with gold micro shimmer. This is also considered warm tone. This shimmer, you guys, same as Leilani. It just comes out on the nail. It's very sparkly. It's very juicy. It's very candy. It reminds me of candy, just like super refreshing look on the nail. I think this would be a beautiful pedicure as well, beautiful manicure. 2 to 3 coats to get opaque. My swatch pictures are 2 coats. I just feel like this pulls like a touch of orange for me, and I have been obsessed with orange this summer. So when I feel like this pulled that orange shade, I was like, man, I really like this. I'm not usually drawn to reds, but this was so pretty. This does have a tendency to want to stay in the cuticle, so on removal what I would do is make sure that you either use your Bliss Kiss clips or you keep the cotton ball like stuck to your nail and then just slide off. Don't, kind of rub all over because you will end up with red cuticles. But I didn't feel like cleanup was difficult. Although I swatched all these polishes with the new Zoya wide brush, which, oh my gosh, I had never tried the wide brush and I am sold. I feel like it makes application so much easier, and like the polish is so much easier to control. I know they're a little bit pricey, but if you prefer a wide brush to a thin brush and you haven't tried the Zoya wide brush, I would get a couple and see what you think, because I really liked them. Let's get into live swatching of Celi. Next polish is going to be Greta. This is a red cream. This is described as a ripe tomato red cream, and this is considered a warm leaning polish. Again, like I told you guys, I prefer more cool leaning colors. I prefer my reds to have a little bit more blue in them, but I really liked this on the nails. I felt like it was flattering, had a great formula, 2 easy coats. This is very just one of those like super basic polishes, but when you get it in a great formula, you're just like, it's amazing. I really felt that way about this polish. I feel like it's classic, it's sexy, it's eye-catching, it's perfect for summer. This would be a beautiful pedicure. I could see doing some little like daisy nail art on this color. I really liked it. This does have a tendency to want to stain the cuticles as well, so make sure that when you do the removal, you're very careful about where you put the cotton balls and the acetone and all that stuff, so you don't end up with red cuticles. But I was pleasantly surprised with this because I was kind of like, oh, it's a more of a tomato type red, but I thought it was really flattering. I think if you have darker skin tone too, I think this will really pop. And let's get into live swatches of Greta. Next polish is Christie. I was in love with this, you guys. Christie is described as a deep magenta popsicle pink cream. This is considered warm tone as well. I really thought this was super flattering on me. When I put this on my nails, I was just like, man, this is so pretty. I think it would be a beautiful manicure, beautiful pedicure, just like a very classic pink, very sexy, very eye-catching. These 2 shades I feel are just like classics, but they have really good formulas. So if you're new to polish collecting or you're trying to like build a collection, I don't think you could go wrong with either one of these 2 shades, especially if you prefer warmer toned colors. This had a great formula. My swatch pictures show 2 coats, and let's get into live swatching of Christie. Next polish in the collection is called Jessica. This is described as an African violet cream. This is also considered a warm tone polish. When I first saw this, I thought it was like an interesting pick for a summer collection. But I feel like when you kind of get these other colors around it, it does sort of have that summer feel, summer brights. So I really did enjoy this. Had a great formula, 2 coats to get opaque. My swatch pictures are 2 coats. I also feel like this has a little bit of versatility because it can be worn into fall. I do think this would be a beautiful pedicure color, and I am planning to do that soon. Do a really pretty purple pedi. I really liked this, and I also really liked this with the topper. I feel like the topper added something to this, and I feel like the little bit of a darker base really brought some stuff out with that iridescent glitter. So let's get into live swatching of Jessica. Next polish is going to be Marin. You guys know I'm a sucker for blues like this. Marin is described as a vibrant nautical blue cream. This is considered a warm tone polish as well. I really like this type of blue where it's sort of nautical, like they say. This reminded me of the ocean. I feel like the topper was really beautiful over this one as well. I have a lot of blues like this, so expect a pretty good comparison on this one. I feel like this could be similar to a couple of OPIs I have, but great formula on this. 2 coats to get opaque. I don't know if this will be a stainer, so please put on your base coat with it. I did get a little bit on the cuticle, and cleanup seemed to go pretty well for being such a dark color. But I really, you guys, I'm a sucker for this kind of color. If you're new to polish collecting and you don't have this type of blue polish, I think that you need one. And this would be a good one because it's a very good formula, very beginner friendly, and just a really beautiful color for summer. Very bright, very eye-catching. Let's get into live swatching of Marin. Next polish, this is going to be Harbor, and this was the polish that I like when I saw the preview of the Zoya Splash collection. This was the polish that I was like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. You guys know I'm a sucker for these turquoise, tealy, green type polishes, and I loved this. And let me read you the description before I go crazy. It's described as a tropical emerald sea green cream, and this is cool toned. This just really pops. I love the color of this. I think it has an amazing formula. 2 to 3 coats to get opaque. My swatch pictures are 2 coats. I think, again, beautiful pedicure, beautiful manicure. If you're my skin tone or darker, you're going to love this because it's just really, really bright. And it really, really is super eye-catching and just like a pop of color off the nail. It really comes off against a tan. You guys, I loved this. Some people were saying they thought this could be a dupe for Orly's Vintage. I don't think so, but I will compare. But just, oh, so gorgeous, you guys. And I really, really enjoyed this with the topper. I thought the topper really, really stood out off of this polish. And I just love this one. So let's get into live swatching of Harbor. Next polish in the collection is also a shimmer finish. This is called Fisher. Fisher is described as a sun-kissed sea foam with a stunning gold shimmer, a shade that is reminiscent of warm days on the beach, and this is a cool-toned polish. So the formula on this was a little bit thinner than a lot of the other polishes in the collection. This was a 3-coater and a for sure 3-coater, and on some people I even think you may need that 4th coat to completely get rid of visible nail line. And this was one I did not think was particularly flattering on my skin tone. I feel like it washed me out just a little bit. The shimmer on this was very, very apparent on the nail, and it did have like a very beautiful glow. I just feel like for me personally, this just was not my color. I think if you were like in a way deeper skin tone, this would really be beautiful on you. And I think if you were a little bit lighter than me as well, this would be good. But for me personally, I just did not feel like it did any favors to my skin tone whatsoever. But it has a good formula and it is a pretty color. It's just for me personally, it was a no. So let's get into live swatching of Fisher. Last polish of the collection is another shimmer, and this is going to be Karina. Karina is described as a naked blush with a kiss of golden sheen, a delicate and fresh yet sexy neutral for summer. This is warm toned. So I liked this a little bit more on me than I did the Fisher polish. But I wasn't completely sure if I loved it, if that makes sense. Like I thought, okay, this looks okay. but I feel like it did want to wash me out just a tiny bit. It was really, really close to skin tone, but like not the best nude for me personally. So I think if you're darker than I am, this would really pop off the nail, but if you're close to my skin tone, I don't know. The shimmer in it's very beautiful. It does come out on the nail. This also is for sure, I think, a 3-coater. No matter what you do, no matter your nail length, you're gonna need 3 coats of this polish. But I feel like if you're one of those people who really likes like neutrals with something different, or you can't wear a lot of like really crazy polish to work, this is a really beautiful color for that kind of thing. You know, a job interview, a funeral, more conservative workplaces. This would be really, really good, those occasions. So let's get into live swatching of Karina. So overall, like I said, I feel like the formulas in this collection were really, really good. I liked the color story. I really liked several of these creams. I thought they were amazing, and a few of the shimmers. So I'm gonna have a hard time picking a favorite. I think for me, I'm going to go with Harbor just because it was so bright and fun. And I'm also going to go with Leilani just because it's so beautiful, you guys. It has this really just gorgeous effect on the nail that I hope in the swatch pictures you can see what I'm talking about, because I loved it. So these will be my 2 favorites of the collection. But overall, I feel like the collection was really, really good. I was really impressed with the formulas. I really enjoyed the story that the colors were telling. I feel like the collection does take you to the beach, give you all the summer vibes. So this collection is available on the Zoya website now. I will link the Zoya website down below for you guys. These polishes are $10 a piece, but keep an eye out. Zoya has tons of sales. You can usually get stuff for like 50% off. If you're lucky, sometimes 70% off. You can also buy these in 6-piece sampler sets. So one sampler set will have these colors in them, and one sampler set will have these colors in them. So if you want to try, you know, 6 of the polishes, you can pick between these 2 sampler sets and see what works for you. So if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely check that out. I will be posting swatches of all these polishes on my Instagram page. I will also be posting comparisons to other polishes in my collection that I feel are similar. And I hope you guys enjoyed my first Zoya review. Hopefully I will get to review some more polishes for Zoya in the future. Let me know if you picked up any polishes from this collection yet and what you thought about them. Which polishes are catching your eye if you haven't picked anything out yet. And let me know if you have any questions or any ideas for comparisons that you want to see. And keep an eye out for those on Instagram coming in the next like week. So, and that is it for this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure to click the like button down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. And thanks you guys for watching. I will see you on the next video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.